In case you weren't sure if AI is biased in the way it's built, this might be pretty good evidence. This young lady on the left here goes to MIT and she asked some image creation AI, maybe Midjourney, maybe something else, to help her improve her headshot. The AI turned her white. It gave her blue eyes and made her white instead of Asian. Clearly, it seems like there's some bias there. To Rona Wang's credit, she said that she was amused by it rather than insulted, but still it is rather insulting. So I thought I'd test it out too. I went to Midjourney, I uploaded this image of myself, this little mugshot from my other YouTube channel, and this is what I came up with. And I don't know whether to be amused or insulted. Are these improvements on my mugshot right here? I don't know what this guy's got on him. Put that in the mugshot, I guess. And what's hilarious is, well, maybe this actually works. Maybe this is evidence that it works. I have no beard in my mugshot. And then it gave me a beard in the suggestions, and now I've got a beard. This is the first time I've ever had a beard in my life, and somehow Midjourney knew I look better with a beard in 3 out of 4 cases. So maybe there's something to it. Maybe this is a way to improve your mugshot. But I definitely think that turning Asian people white or black people Asian or whatever the direction it goes is not an improvement in mugshots. I'm pretty sure. Next up, in case you're concerned about using AI to write things like YouTube descriptions or blog posts or things like that, YouTube itself is letting AI write video summaries. This is a test currently. It's not on all videos and it's in a small percentage of English videos. But if these big companies are using it themselves to improve their products, then why can't we use it, right? The only advice I give is that you quality check and actually read the description, because stuff I've generated with AI for my YouTube videos isn't that good. Sometimes you just give it a headline and it's not that great of a summary. The best thing to probably do is get a transcription of your entire video and then put that in the ChatGPT and say, could you summarize this into a description from a YouTube video? That's probably the best way to get the best results, which is likely what YouTube is doing, because they transcribe all videos as it is. They've done that for years. So they can just use that info to create a good summary, I guess. But where these summaries would go, I don't know, because most people have descriptions that they put in there themselves. So are they going to replace those descriptions with their generated summaries? I don't know. Doesn't say. Next up, apparently the hallucinations that AI has aren't going away. So that's fantastic. And these hallucinations, as they're called, are basically lying, making things up, because ChatGPT is making stuff up, but it sounds so good, and maybe it's on a topic that I don't know well enough to know it's making stuff up, and it's copy and paste and publish, and it's not correct information. So what this article outlines is that these hallucinations may not go away. And they rightly point out that a lot of companies are using these in high stakes circumstances like psychotherapy, researching and writing legal briefs. There's that lawyer who was busted a few months back for the AI created his legal brief and he referenced cases that didn't exist, that didn't happen, that ChatGPT just made up. And he submitted that to a judge, and the judge is like, no, this is not going to fly. He might have been fined or severely reprimanded, and he likely doesn't use ChatGPT anymore. And that's probably the way to do it. And what I found funny on this one is hallucinations, making things up, confabulation is now a problem for every business, organization, and high school. They went on to finish the sentence, but I'm going to finish that for them. It's now a problem for every business, organization, and high school student who's too lazy to do the work themselves. It's now a problem for them, which is everybody. Everybody wants a faster way to do things. But AI, as it is now, I think is super useful in helping you get past the blank page, getting past writer's block. It's not super useful in doing all your work for you. So just have it make the first draft and consider what it writes the first draft. And you have to go back, fact check it, quality check it, make sure it's actually what you want to say, and make it your own at that point. You got to edit it, you sometimes pretty heavily edit it, to make sure it lines up with what you're actually trying to do. Don't just have ChatGPT write it and then send it to your professor or send it to the judge or send it to the public without even looking at it, which there's a lot of organizations that are doing that right now. And it's going to, I think, affect a lot of things, including the next iteration of ChatGPT which gets its data, and all other AI, or lots of other AIs, that get its data from the internet, and now it's writing the content on the internet in large portions. And so it's basically just a feedback loop where it's feeding its own content back to itself. It's not expanding, it's not getting any better. So we still need humans. The computers still need humans. The revolution has not completely happened. They still need humans to make the quality content or make the AI's content better, and the AI then learns more, and then eventually it'll replace us. But not yet, but eventually. Next story. This one is, I don't know, it's kind of anticlimactic. It's basically a feud over AI artwork, which I knew was coming down the pipe. I haven't read anything really about it going to court or anything like that, but this is about an author who relied on the publisher to create the cover image, which is this. And the publisher said, yeah, we had an artist do this, and the lady's a stock image, and artist worked so hard to get this done. Turns out it's all AI generated. The stock image of the woman, she was AI, and then the artist for the publisher used AI to make the rest of the picture. So that's the big kerfuffle right now, because people started calling out the author for saying, hey, your image or your cover is AI generated, and you're a creative, and you're destroying creativity and giving it all to machines, and you should be doing it yourself, or having someone actually draw it, a creative person, rather than AI. So that's the big hubbub about this. And this is not going to go away. I think that this hubbub is only going to get worse. And one of the tools I'm going to show you at the end of this video called Pickle Labs, there's lots of tools like it, but basically it's a text to video tool. And it's just going to get worse, because you're going to start seeing in TV commercials, you already see it in YouTube videos, you're going to start seeing it in movies where somebody needs a certain video clip and AI made it. Where does that take us? I don't know. I'm just saying this is going to happen. It's already happening in some places. The writer's strike and the actor's strike in Hollywood is a good example, because it's pretty much all about AI and using AI to write scripts and as extras in movies. So it's already a real thing, and a lot of people are upset about it. And also, final note, the author's name is Morgan Shammy. So I can just imagine the trolling that was done on this guy's last name, considering people thought he made fake artwork, which he didn't do. The publisher did, but he wrote off on it and didn't double check to make sure it was not fake or not AI generated. Anyway, I can imagine the trolling that was done on Shammy's last name. Next up, Google Assistant set to receive upgrades with latest technology. And what they want to do is incorporate the latest large language models. And so when you ask Google Assistant now for the weather, it'll give it to you as a sonnet or as a rap or as a love song. I don't see how this is super useful, because when I talk to Google Assistant or Siri or Alexa, I don't really need more information than what I ask for. What's the weather? What's the temperature? What time is it? Could you phone so-and-so? ChatGPT and large language models incorporated into that. I personally maybe don't have enough imagination to know how it's going to make things better, but maybe they're thinking about connecting it to other products that they have more easily, where ChatGPT can maybe understand, or it can read email. Maybe there's an attachment in your email, which is a spreadsheet that you got from your boss, and it can go in and read the spreadsheet. No privacy issues there, of course. And then it can tell you about the spreadsheet, maybe, which current technologies with the assistants can't do. So it could be useful for that, diving deeper and connecting different apps. But just for the weather and things like that, and the directions to Walmart, I don't think it's going to be that great of an improvement. But definitely for connecting apps, that would be super cool. So we'll see what this brings and what this leads to. So the last thing I want to show you today is Pickle Labs. You got to get onto their Discord server to get access to that. And it's interesting. There's someone here trying to make some strange videos. So 70 seconds of a fast train arriving in Berlin station. Instead of 70 seconds, it made 3 seconds. Instead of a train arriving, it's got some people walking there. But still, you could see this as being B-roll for a 1970s Hawaii Five-0 episode, right? Or Starsky and Hutch.
Book 'em, Dano.
That's about the video quality and the color scheme of the train. And that could definitely be a 3-second B-roll. Let's see what else we have here. Once upon a time, there was a superhero named Ben Knight who lived in the city of Bedville. Oh, sorry, Bed Knight, not Ben Knight. Bed Knight was known for his commitment to his duty and blah, 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 blah. Let's see what the video is. This video is a big nothing burger. He knew that making his bed was an important task to start the day. I think this person was trying to make him make the bed. Not wet the bed, make the bed. And that's a big nothing burger. Let's see if this channel over here is any better. Planet Venus traversing space. No. Spider-Man with arms coming out of his neck. Spider-Man slow motion. Negative. Defects of the body. So he's saying don't have defects of the body, and I think there's some defects there. Yeah, that looks strange. So clearly, my point here is these tools aren't quite there yet. But it's really interesting. Like with text, this looks creepy. With text, you can generate these videos. And I think you have to try a lot. Like Midjourney, you don't have to try too much for getting what you want. But here it looks like you need to try a lot. And let's do this last one. Spider-Man. Again. That's a big nothing burger. Big nothing burger. So I don't know what to make of the Pickle Labs AI video text to video generator, but maybe that could be something that would be useful for what you need and what you're doing. And that's a bunch of the AI news going on this week. Check back for more AI news next week. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure to click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos, because it's important to stay on top of this stuff, and it takes a lot of time. Maybe you don't have the time to stay on top of everything. That's what I'm here for, to help you stay on top. So click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Till next time, I'm Bjorn from the AI Underground. Keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.